all done through the modulations of nice theme of ritornello. Okay, so we now know several analytical points of like the form and tonal plan. Now we can talk about the way to practice, and there are various points we have to discuss here. So first of all, we need to be sitting in a correct posture. Okay. On the organ, we sit straight, and we use straight spine and straight back. The bench is not far from the keyboard, but just the way that your feet should touch the sharp keys. Okay, and the height is also very important. The height is regulated so that your feet touch lightly the keys, the pedal keys, but do not press them. Okay, just rest on them. Okay, and we sit in the middle, straight. And very important point is to remember, second, is hand and foot position. If you play this piece correctly, I'll show you from the beginning, and you can observe how I play. Okay, that was the ritornello. Notice that I use my fingers in a very specific way. I try not to leave them not to use necessary motion, unnecessary motion. I try to be in contact with the keys at all times. Let's see. Not like that. Notice if I lift my fingers very high, my touch is not quite precise, my releases are not very precise. And it's really important because you see the piano technique and organ technique is quite different. Although they both have the same keys as we see on the keyboard, but the touch is very different. The sound it can last forever once you press this key. Okay, forever, and only finishes and only stops when you lift the finger, when you stop depressing this key. So on the organ, it's very important that you coordinate not only depression of the key, okay, but also the release. Okay, let's start and let's take a right hand. Right here, the first measure. Notice how I observe that two notes in alto and tenor voices are precisely released at the same time. Again. Right here. I coordinate my releases. Okay. Together. Together. Okay, that's very important. Because if you play like on the piano, it might be quite sloppy. If you are not very precise, your articulation could be not precise, then the sound of your organ, especially if you play in church with beautiful acoustics, then the reverberation comes in and everything is quite messy. But if you coordinate your releases, attack and release at the right time, when they are supposed to be on time or together or not, then you really are precise in your releases, and the music you make this polyphonic so to say structures are very clear if you coordinate your releases. Basically, that's the way it's done with the hands. But on the pedal board also, we try to be in contact with the pedal keys. Never lift your feet off the keyboard. And keep in touch with the keys. Slide from key to key, okay? Okay, that's very important. And in order to play correct notes on the pedal board, there is a trick we use and call pedal preparation. If we prepare for the next pedal in advance, for the next note, for example, I'll show you. The way we play the first measure is left, right, right, left. Let's take a look at the left foot. G and then B. I play with my left toe, left foot. When I release the first note, G, I slide precisely and right away straight to the next key and rest there and wait for my turn to play B. I never like here. Okay, from G to B, and I wait. Okay, that's very important. Then you can never look at the pedal board because you prepare your feet in advance. Then you can really play from your music, but not to look at the fingers or pedals. It's not very healthy to look at the hands or feet, unless of course you are playing from memory. Then you really need to look where you're playing, not to the feet but to the fingers. Okay, so that's the main thing about the hand and foot position.